a different attitude. They have a different drive. Older people are fixed in old things, and they feel those things should not change. I don't say the old are not needed. They have to be, their guidance has to be taken at times. But you need young who can run, who can go to places and see how things are. That's why I'm telling you frankly, India will only rise when you, young, will rise and take the task of building a nation which will be equal for all. Where there will be no difference whether you are a Hindu, you are a Muslim, you are a Sikh, you are a Christian, or whatever you are. Maybe you have no religion, but you are an Indian. How does it hurt me? It doesn't hurt me. You say I'm a Maharashtrian, so what? You are part of India. But what hurts me when you say Biharis can't work here. You know what I saw in Arunachal? Not a single shop is run by an Arunachali man. He doesn't work. The man doesn't work. The woman works. She does all the work in the world. The man only drinks that wonderful wine and the wife makes. And I saw the shops. I went to that, whatever capital you call it, Itanagar. And I went purposely to see these shops. And what lousy shops they were. There was nothing really worthwhile. And every shop is run by either a Bengali or an Assamese. And you know who work in that place? Are Bangladesh workers, because they work at 50 rupees or something, whereas if you have to choose a man from some other place, Bihar or somewhere, he will charge 170 or 200. Is this going to change? Is it going to change in my lifetime? That man who's doing nothing? And complete tax freedom for 60 years, they've had no tax at all. And yet that is backward. Where lies the fault? Prime Minister Nehru went. Prime Minister Indira Gandhi went. Prime Minister Rajan went. Prime Minister Rajiv Gandhi went. Prime Minister Manmohan Singh went recently. And things haven't moved. The young should go and look and do research. Where did we fail? India is not all that bad. India has a glorious side also. But glory gets marred sometimes by these things. We were beggars. We used to beg America for food. And if I remember Rajan right, Truman's time it was called 480 or something like that. We had 480. And they used to send us the most rotten stuff that we still had to eat because we were not producing enough. Then came the Iron Lady. Nehru bought Industrial Revolution. And I remember his speech as a child that he made when he opened Bakra Number. He said, these are our temples of today and tomorrow. Mr. Gandhi, on the other hand, brought in green revolution, that we became a nation that was supplying food to the rest of the world. And some countries we used to give it completely free. And she was one who took decision, a very tough decision. When East Bengal, part of Pakistan, asked for freedom, she took the decision of going out and helping. Today, that's a free nation. But let's not forget, Then came a time that the very nation we created to build became one of our enemies. Do not forget that part of history. To a point where one leader used to tell the other leader, "You are pro-India, therefore you are enemy of Bangladesh." Yet that leader continued to fight. She lost her father, she lost her entire family. And that's where I tell you, we live in a very difficult world. I remember I went to Pakistan in '74 from England.
Yeah.
And I met Bhutto. They had told me that Bhutto, when you meet him, he's a very tough cookie. He will jab at you. He will try and put you down. I said, मैं तो उसकी रोटी खाता नहीं हूँ, मुझे क्या बोल जाऊँगा? I'm not going to get something from it. So I went. And he did not bring me in the Prime Minister's house. I remember he had come back from Shimla agreement. And I met Bhatt, that you might have met Yusuf Bhatt in the office outside before going into his house. And he told me, we have already decided what we want to do in Shimla. I said, sure. क्या किया आपने फैसले? कहा India will keep their part, which will be our part. I said, that's fine. So when I went inside the house, it was May. And you can imagine how hot India can be in the month of May, as you see in Delhi. And he didn't talk to me in the house, he took me outside, under a tree. I was really surprised. Why the hell is he taking me out to the tree when there is air-conditioned room I can talk to him? So when I went and sat down with him, he said, your father is hobnobbing with Delhi, and he's doing something with Indira Gandhi and this thing. And I must tell you, I knew nothing about what was happening to Indira Gandhi and Sheikh Abdullah. I knew nothing. I was a doctor in England, therefore I did not keep up with what was transpiring between the talks that Beg Saab was having with Pastor Sahib. So, like a good doctor, that you have to plug sometimes to the patient. I said, as far as I'm concerned,